Hello, Leo. Welcome to your September reading. We made it through your season. Thank goodness. We made it through. We learned a lot. We changed a lot. We set new intentions. And there's good things coming. Now, this is a month where many of us, the whole zodiac really, is really just focusing on their work, right? Virgo season, it's about work. It's about, we have the Virgo card. It's about analyzing and applying the lessons that we just went through July and August, okay? It's not good enough to just go through the hard stuff if we're not gonna do something with that knowledge that we've acquired. Now, there are a lot of people in this reading. Here you are, Queen of Wands, Leo, boom. King of Wands, Knight of Cups, Empress, and the Emperor, all reversed. We have a Page of Swords as well, reversed. I had to laugh because when I was dealing these cards and I was sitting here for a minute before I turned the camera on, I was like, I don't understand why everyone is so turned upside down right now. I don't understand how people in your life specifically are not invigorated by what they just went through. I think a lot of people feel very torn down. Now, I know that my audience is much more advanced. You know, I know that from my weeklies. I know that from engaging with you, from all your private messages and your comments. Like, I know who I'm talking to, which is why you're in the upright position and everyone else is reversed. You know, if you're a cross watcher and you're one of my followers, this might not really apply to you because you're probably not in a reversible position like this, you know, but maybe you are, I don't know. But here we have the beautiful Leo with her lion sitting there rather. You know, she is, and I'm going to use a woman because she is a queen, but if you're a man watching this, it's you, okay? It's just whoever you are. But she is a full woman. She does not need anybody, okay? Now, I would say that about my Queen of Wands and my Queen of Pentacles, okay? She is someone that is so self-reliant and so complete that give her a partner, take a partner away, it kind of is irrelevant to her. Now, I know that you love so much. You're a Leo. I know that you care so much. But you're also very intelligent. You're very driven. You're very ambitious. You have meaning and purpose in your life. And you have the Ten of Cups in the center. In spite of what everyone else seems to be doing, you are living in a Ten of Cups world. Now, Ten of Cups is not without being earned. This is a picture. The cups in this deck, this is the Mythic Tarot deck, and every suit has its storyline. So this is the story of Psyche and Eros, or Cupid as we like to say, right? Quote unquote Cupid. Through the course of their relationship, there was a lot of deception, a lot of lying, a lot of loss. But in the end, they come together. And this is indicative of the longevity of their union because they've already made all the mistakes. They've broken down trust and reestablished trust, and they have decided to continue to love. This is what we call true love. This is really the love that we want. It's not the magical happily ever after. It's when two people who are so full, Queen of Wands, so complete, come into a connection, come into a union, come into a project, a new job, a new career, whatever, and commit to living and doing in a conscious manner and not becoming so engrossed and involved in the emotion and the up and down and all of the other stuff, and just saying, I'm a whole person and I recognize you as a whole person as well. And together we make one whole entity. Right? They always say, oh, you're my other half, you complete me, half plus a half equals one. It's really not how it goes. It's more like a multiplication table, right? 1 times 1 equals 1. A half times a half is even less than, it's a fourth. You know? So you have to be whole in order to have a whole connection. And I feel like that's where you're at. Now, some of you who are in romantic partnerships, you're like, nope, that's not where I'm at. Let's talk about the other people or person, okay, who are really coming out here. But the fact of the matter is that this is a possibility for you. See, you're in a position or in a mindset of, I'm willing to work on this. I'm willing to work on myself. I'm willing to admit where I went wrong. I'm open and receptive to new ideas and to new ways of thinking. Hermit mode is always an attractive thing. If you're single, let's just say this, if you're single and you've been hermit moding for a while, I recommend continuing to do so, because I feel like this wouldn't come out if there still wasn't something that needed to surface and to be learned. In the process, you just become more attractive. See, when these 3 cards came out, these 3 here, this one had already come out. I put this one down first. I was looking at these 4 cards and I was like, it was before this one came out. And I felt as though people were, people were bouncing off of your light, which 10 of Cups, Queen of Wands, like the same thing. Because you are the sun, you are ruled by the sun, right? So you're so bright. And a lot of people, it's like they need to wear sunglasses to look at you. You know, they need some kind of darkening. They need to see you in a way that makes them feel comfortable. Because I don't think people are comfortable around you right now. They're not handling your maturity right now. They can't deal with it. They don't understand how you are so ambitious and so forthright and so honest and authentic. They don't understand how you can understand your heart so well. And I suspect you're getting a little bit of jealousy, but see, you're not projectionable. People cannot project stuff onto you. So what's happening is they're projecting and it's bouncing straight back and hitting them in the face. And they're running away. They're literally running away. I wonder if you're dealing with people who are like coming into your life and then leaving really fast. Maybe you're like, we're hoping to hear from someone and you're not hearing from them. But the reason you're not hearing from them is probably on, now I don't know how conscious it is for them. Probably not that conscious. It's subconscious. It's kind of all the inner working stuff. Like they don't feel like they deserve you. They don't feel up to your level. They don't feel up to the standard that you hold them to. See, this is something that's happening in the spiritual community, right, is the spiritual community is growing so fast and the vibrations are rapidly increasing and people's growth is accelerating at rates that we can't even, it's like, whoa, holy cow, like just last year we were doing this and now you're doing this and it's so vastly different and you've changed so much and yada, yada, yada. And so as those people become higher and higher and higher, they hold other people to that high standard. And people are like, wait, but just last year it was different. Last year, maybe you were the one that wanted me. You were the one that wanted to be a part of my team. You were the one that wanted this. And now all of a sudden you're taking your power back? What? You know, people don't understand that. People don't like it when other people take their power back. When they stand firmly planted and declare and command good behavior. They demand spirituality. They demand consciousness with the people around them. They don't like mischief. They don't like, you know, things going on underneath the surface. Like, no, let's all just be forthright. Let's speak our mind. Let's speak our hearts. Because that's the only way that progress is going to happen. And when we have a King of Wands and an Emperor, these are two cards of Aries. So you may be dealing with an Aries. You may be dealing with someone with that kind of vibe. I mean, when you get an Aries reversed, it's like, and I know you guys are seeing them upside down, like when you get an Aries reversed, it's like, it can be, you know, someone who's really spontaneous, but not in the good, fun way, but like who acts impulsively, who's very quick to rise to anger. They say things without really thinking. They make very rash decisions, like all these kinds of things. And you're just like, what? Like, dude, grow up. Like, how old are you? Right? How old are you that you're still behaving this way? And this Knight of Cups is sort of throwing me. You may have multiple people in your circle, like you may be dealing with multiple things. But I feel like this Knight of Cups, it's like a promise of romance that came in and came out very quickly. Very quickly. And it may come from this person. It may be from a third or fourth person. You know, I don't know. A lot of activity around Leos right now. A lot of people want what you've got. And those eclipses, I think they did really good things for you. You know? They helped you in so many ways. The eclipse seasons. And I think you are really feeling this release. Especially with Mars going back direct again. It's like, oh, thank goodness. Oh, I've done you know, I have been saying that the Mars South Node conjunction in Aquarius, and it's been kind of, it goes forwards and then backwards and forwards again over the South Node. And this is an opportunity for us to do a very real progress check. Right? And here we have the Empress. She's reversed. I'll talk about the reversal in a moment. But this is harvest. It's harvest season. Virgo is harvest season, you know. Virgo is reaping what you've sown. And not everyone is super happy with what they've got. Some people are looking around at their lives and they're like, man, I'm behind. I'm behind where I thought I'd be at this time in my life. And they may be really hard on themselves. Maybe they're berating themselves. Maybe they are like kind of beating themselves up a little bit. No matter how far they've come, you know, but it's possible you may be dealing with people who are very focused on their reputation, which the Buddhists are like, that's ridiculous. Maybe they're focused on their material or wealth success, their material success. Also nonsense. Maybe they've held themselves up to, you know, some kind of social standing or building certain businesses or driving certain, like whatever it is. And they're coming to that point and they're like, man, I got it wrong. And they see you, Queen of Wands, upright. They see you and they wish that they had done the same thing. There's comparison going on here. I don't quite know why I feel that. I'm like, they can't not want what you've got, 10 of Cups. They can't not want it. You know, I don't see how it's possible that they could look at you and think anything negative. You know, they might not like you very much, but it's only because they see reflection in them, like, or lack or scarcity in them. Let's see what comes out as the remaining 3. Be careful of what you post online. Be careful of how much you share of what you're doing. Now is a really good time to keep your life private. Hermit, okay? Whoa. All right, we got a whole bunch coming out. So we'll pull all of them since they all were upright. So we get the King of Cups, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and King of Pentacles. See, these are the kings that I want to see. These are the people that are a much better match professionally and romantically and socially for a Queen of Wands, although much more reserved. In a way, these are people that will let you continue to shine, that will let you continue to be in the spotlight. They want you to be in the spotlight. They support you in that. All right, we have a Cancer quality and we have a Capricorn quality coming out here. Cardinals all the way. So their reversals, I think, is what's causing the sort of difficult stuff happening. All right, so first of all, 10 of Swords. First of all, this is a beautiful card. Okay, we have Athena, goddess of war. We have her standing up to these demons here. You may have gone through a lot. You may have been tired. And in a weird way, your guardians are coming in and standing up to those things that have plagued you for so long. This is you stepping into your power. Now, no longer are the things that have afflicted you going to continue to afflict you, because once you stand up to yourself and you dictate and demand, or command rather, what will and will not affect you, the things that you say, you will not affect me, they stop affecting you. How simple is that? It's like stupid simple, but one of the hardest things to do, right? If your money was a thing, money's no longer going to be a problem. If romance was a thing, romance is no longer going to be a problem. If career was a thing, like, go down the list, right? Whatever it was that was bothering you, afflicting you, wherever you felt subpar, no more, not going to be a thing. So 7 of Swords is fear and doubt, right? The 7 of Swords are the same swords that are lined up here. The things that you're standing up to. Because I think you look at this person and I think you see yourself in them. There's mirroring going on here. You see yourself, your past self, in their present self. Perhaps you are to them what someone else was to you. Meaning their behavior that they're displaying towards you was something that you displayed towards someone else at one point. Now, this King of Pentacles, I don't necessarily feel is connected with the Emperor or the King of Wands reverse. I wonder, I feel like he's more connected with the King of Cups because we have the Cancer Capricorn axis happening here. So it's possible that you're dealing with 2 people. Now the 7 of Wands, I think, is coming from the King of Wands. So maybe there's a love triangle going on and your King of Wands is not super happy about it. Maybe there's another job offer and your current boss is not happy about it. You know, whatever your situation is. Maybe there's not people. Maybe this is just different versions of yourself, and someone is seeing you being extremely emotionally stable. They see you as being financially stable or having your stuff together. They see you working. They see you happy, optimistic. They see, like I said in the beginning, they see this light shining so bright from you, and they have to wear their sunglasses in order to see you, right? They have to dampen you in order to even look at you. And so this could be versions of yourself. And they're not gonna vibe with that. They don't like that, you know? Now, the solution to this is just keep being you. That this is all well and good, but this situation is so irrelevant because you're on track, you're on par. And someone else's things, like you can teach them, but you can't make them learn the lessons. I just went on a trip to Colorado, and I was listening to an audible recording, a Buddhism 101 book, and they talk about the exoteric knowledge, or like the Dharma, right? It's all the books and scripts that you can read. It's all of the external education that you can consume or partake in. And eventually that exoteric knowledge becomes your liability. It's like a raft that comes to a point in the river that is too narrow, that you can no longer be supported by that raft, and you have to get out of the boat and use your own 2 feet to move forward. And what that's referring to is there comes a point in spiritual evolution where you have to come to the esoteric understanding of what these lessons mean. And that is not something that any master or any guru can do for you. That can only come from you. And you have done the work, and this person is not quite there yet. Doesn't mean they can't get there, doesn't mean they won't get there, but they're just not quite there yet. And they're afraid. They're afraid that they might not be able to match you, or to deserve you, or to be everything that they think you deserve. Okay? Lots to clarify in the comprehensive reading. We'll clarify all the kings for sure. We'll clarify the Empress and the Page of Swords, and we'll just kind of go intuitively from there. All right, thank you guys so much. If I don't see you on the website, then I will see you next month. Thanks so much. Take care.